Yo, welcome back to another episode of Blank Slate Radio. I'm your guy, Savon, and we are back again. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all been enjoying the format of whatever this is. It's not the official podcast, but it is honestly a radio show on the podcast app. So thank y'all for joining me. I do appreciate it. We have been doing this like really, really late at night because we let the news cycle happen throughout the day, and then we press record at 1 a.m. So if you've been listening to the last few episodes, I haven't been talking to myself. I've been joined by my guy. He's in the trenches with me. He's in the trenches with the chat niggas on the streamer world. Dean the Great, Adrian Broner. Like, he's just in the trenches all the time, everywhere. You actually went to this questionable rally that I'm not.
Me. I went to a rally.
I'm not gonna put your business out there. Yo,
nah,
Pierre,
we here to talk about it.
Because that shit, I'm not gonna do it. Yo, Pierre, thank you for joining us, brother.
You're a funny guy. Thank you for having me as always.
Of course. And as you guys can probably tell by the artwork, we are going to talk about hypocrites. No, we're gonna talk about Jay-Z today. I love a good hypocrite. And the reason that I say that is because I want to play a clip and then we can get into the shits when it comes to Hove.
We just grown so much that I don't know if, I guess I'm going to say it, I don't know if battling needs to be part of the culture.
So this was 2 months ago.
I hate that
this was just 2 months ago when Jay-Z sat down in an interview, and this is what he said. And a lot of people were upset to hear Sean Carter say, I don't know if battling needs to be a part of the culture anymore because he's contributed to that culture and it's a competitive natured sport, right? It's a contact sport. I was listening to an interview with Havoc from Mobb Deep and he described his beef with Jay-Z is like, yo, it's a contact sport. Shit is going to be said. Things are going to happen. Like, this is just a part of the culture. So long as people aren't dying, this is just what this is. So when Hov said that, a lot of people was looking like, you? Nah, not you, Jay.
You made your career off of battling. It's sport.
But then there's the other side of it. Yo, he's a billionaire. He's a family man. You know, he's into art and shit now, right? Like, he's so far removed from battling and from doing that aggressive nature of what the sport is that everybody kind of just accepted it. And he's Hove, which he keeps reminding us. I'm Jay-Z. He said it mad times. Like, we get it. I know who you are. But yeah, so when he said that, a lot of people were confused. Fast forward to a few months after, he's now at the Roots picnic in Philly, dissing everybody.
Yeah, he went on a monologue intro.
People were calling it a poem. I don't like that. I don't like what people are trying to do. Like, I respect Jay-Z in the same way that I feel people should. I know you being the academics guy that you are, and not just academics. There's a Tory Lanez. I know you've been a fan of his music too, and his situation and how he's been up against. Like, both of your guys don't fuck with Roc Nation.
I'm in a conundrum because like the Black Album was one of my favorite albums from Jay-Z. So there's a lot going on for me right now.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a lot going on. Speaking of Tory Lanez, he also addressed, it seems, a lot of people are speculating that he addressed Tory Lanez. In this video, brought to you by Lauren LaRosa, the first bar is seemingly aimed at Tory Lanez. Let's hear what Hov got to say.
The leprechauns have magically run out of praise. Your son on the federal jail line mumbling something.
He called him a leprechaun. That's what gave it away. I'm going to run this back again just in case anybody didn't catch what Hov was saying. Called him a leprechaun, which a lot of people look at Tory's height and say, hey, this guy's pretty little. He did a freestyle, sitting down, stood up, same height. Can't make shit up. Very leprechaunish.
He was spitting bars though. He was going crazy.
No, I know he was.
The leprechauns have magically run out of praise. Your son on the federal jail line mumbling something about having too much in his drink. You know how dumb that is? Another one fumbled his wonder how I get the blame. Niggas' teeth is tough.
That was at Dame Dash. For anybody who doesn't know, Dame Dash has had dental problems over the last few years. Literally.
Yeah.
Teeth
We've
tumbling
all
out
seen.
of his mouth. So Hove in this line, I don't know where this is in the freestyle. It doesn't seem like this is the very beginning of it, but in this clip, this is how it starts. 18 seconds in, we got a Tory Lanez diss. We got a Dame Dash diss. These are two people who have been very, very vocal.
Yeah.
Very vocal.
And Dame Dash as recently as I think last week, he had an interview with Jason Lee where he was still kind of coming at Jay-Z.
Every time you put a microphone in front of Dame Dash, Jay-Z's name comes off of his tongue.
Yeah.
So not surprised by that. I actually really wanted to watch it, but there was something in me that said, I don't need to hear any more Dame Dash commentary on Jay-Z. Like,
Brain rot.
what more can you say about this man? Like, y'all don't have a relationship. Y'all don't fuck with each other. You don't fuck with him. You're not willing to give us any new information. Like, you just sound like a hater, like a bitter nigga every time you talk about him. So good to know Jay-Z is seeing everything and finally addressing it in some form or fashion.
I was shocked when.
Oh, I'm sorry. Keep going.
No. You can play it and then I'll go. Well, I was shocked seeing Jay-Z actually give a rebuttal to all this. And anyone who's watching, if you wind up seeing the clip, just the visual of Jay looks completely different than what you've seen him as before.
Oh, he got rid of the Basquiat. He got rid of the Basquiat.
Yeah.
Dreads.
He got the full fro.
Hairstyle, whatever you want to. Yeah, like he got rid of the Basquiat thing.
Funeral black.
I have a theory on Jay-Z and how he presents, like how he's presenting himself. I think this is him tapping into his artistry. I know when he was younger, earlier in his career, he would grow his hair out while he was recording the album, cut it once the album came out, and then he would get back to that clean look. We haven't seen that look in a really long time from Jay, and I think it coincides with one, where he is at in life, right? And I think this is what catapults him as like being seen as an artist in a way of a Kanye, right? Like the greats always change. Like you can identify the greats by what they look like in a certain era. And so at some point, Kanye West, he was doing the graduation bear, and then it changed to the glasses for 808, and then it was the life of Pablo. Like you can always tell where an artist is based on how they are appearing, dressed. And I think Jay-Z has done that really, really well over these last few years, where you can identify him just based on his hairstyle at this point.
Yeah.
It's some real artist shit happening with how he presents, especially his hair.
Let me ask you this. Before any of this happened, I just always assumed Jay never popped out on anyone saying anything because he's definitely at a different place in life, making money, corporate America. He's with the NFL and all this stuff. Seeing him like this in this form now, do you think he's thought about, hey, how am I looking to my partners or corporate sponsors as I'm doing this?
That's a great question. What I'd say is at some point you just have to remind people like he's been saying, I'm Jay-Z, like I'm still hip hop. I'm still that guy, right? I'm still able to go get 40, 50, 60 whenever I need to do it. Just because I haven't done it, I haven't needed to do it. There's been no need for it. But in this Roots Picnic freestyle, he addresses not only Tory Lanez, not only Dame Dash. I don't know how much of the freestyle I'm going to play, but just to list a few other people, he came at Jaguar Wright. He acknowledged her, I should say.
Yeah. I said that Quest introduced her to him. He doesn't know why he's still messing around with
Questlove.
friend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Jaguar Wright, Kanye West, Nicki Minaj, and Drake. Like these are all people who have been taking shots, have been speaking on him, and we haven't heard him say a fucking thing. So for him to get on this stage and to do this in the way that he did it, I think it was a reminder like, yo, I'm still him. I'm still the guy when it comes to this rap shit, this hip hop shit, this impact shit. Let's play a little bit more of the freestyle.
You had to cash cow and thunk it. Was you who punked his? I'm the one who struck the pain. That hill you can die on. It's way too much flat that comes from those pains. I'm killing them softly. What's understood don't need to be explained. You want it one way, it's the other. I still on you suckers, I'm mauling you niggas gang. I ain't much for me, it's no how. Cancel the brunches, I remember the hunger pain. The price of the bricks going up. It's gonna cost.
This is the most aggressive I've heard him in years, which I'm happy to hear. I haven't heard this energy from him. We haven't seen him like this. Like going back to that first clip that I played. Like listen to just the difference in tone and energy. Yes, he's on the stage and he's performing. I get it, but like it's almost like a mindset has shifted in him from the time he talked about battle culture in hip hop to him being on this stage. I'm gonna play the earlier clip right now. Like, look, he's giving himself, he's disclaiming before he even says something, right?
I don't
like,
know.
He sounds like he's in a board meeting. He's like, hey, guys, all right? Like, he's clapping his hands together, very peaceful. Like he doesn't even sound confident. Going back in hindsight, him saying this, it doesn't even sound like he believes the shit that he's saying.
Yeah.
It's just like, maybe I just got to say it because this is how I'm presenting today.
Grown so much that I don't know if, I guess I'm going to say it. I don't
and
know
now that
if
he's
battling needs to be
does it
part of
mean
the
that he's
culture.
regressed or is regressing?
Fuck no, this has always been in him.
Because
Which is
he
why
said-
everybody was so annoyed or shocked and surprised that that was his stance.
But he said he's being in the state that he is now that he's grown, he doesn't think that it needs to. Well, maybe he's saying now this is the opportunity where it needs to, like, I need to say something.
Well, let's hear this growth on the stage.
You ever heard of a wonderkin? My children is some of them. Have you niggas no shame? Y'all trying to get under skin? I really get under
If
skin.
anybody
That's
doesn't
unpowered
know
play.
what that bar was, that was at Lance Un Rivera, which back in 1999 in the nightclub stabbing incidents where Jay stabbed Un over a suspected leak of an album of Jay-Z. So he's basically saying like, yeah, you know what I do. Ask him what I did. Again, very long time ago, but for him to even reference that,
Crazy.
it's a reminder of, nigga, this is what I do. Like I'm still willing to go there, or at least acknowledge that part of me.
Y'all thugs with y'all thumbs again. Everybody think they're the ones insane. You're no maniac. Watch y'all saniac in my presence, nigga, straight. I need a new therapist. This shit is not working. I'm truly on the brink. Y'all better not encourage him. Y'all don't want me to think these thoughts that I think. That nut-ass nigga still stuttering.
That's another shot at Dame Dash.
Yeah.
Chatty
Patty
Patty.
down on his luck
Another
again.
shot at Dame Dash. Again, it's a light tap, but it's an acknowledgement of, I see you, fuck nigga.
Yeah. Let me say one thing before you start.
Yeah, for sure.
So, you know, in the world that you and I live in, we have gone different places. We've been in certain rooms. I don't know if you've had this experience yet, but have you ever been in a same room as Jay-Z yet?
I have not, brother.
All right, let me tell you a quick little story. I have. And when I tell you I was kind of like shocked at first, this is recently too, this year. I was kind of like, wow, like this is really him. Like this is Jay. Not on like a glaze, but more of like a, wow, this is you. And
If you can't glaze Jay-Z, then who can you glaze, brother?
I mean, I wasn't like salivating or
Nah,
just
but you
drooling or
can
nothing
give a
like
little glaze, nigga. Like, it's Hov, bro. I would have done the same. Honestly, I was in a room with somebody who was leaving the room that I was in for them to go hang out with Hov, and I was glazed up.
that.
All right, so like you could glaze a little bit, I get it, but
Yeah,
continue.
it was,
I'm sorry.
the room was star-studded. It was Kevin Hart, Drewski, obviously Jay, Odell. It was
you?
a lot happened. Yeah, and me. I still actually have the footage and stuff like that. But yeah, it was
a wild
amazing
room.
to see. Yeah, wild room, billions in there. It was crazy.
All right, continue your story. I'm listening.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that. And I'm just imagining being there at the Roots picnic. It's almost like when I put myself in the mindset of, hey, when Cole did what he did on stage and just kind of like backed out the beef, like that was a monumental moment. So I'm just imagining everyone there seeing all this play out as also being a monumental moment, and it just put me back in the mindset of, yo, when I was in a room with Jay, like I felt like, yo, this was a monumental moment for me too, and just his presence. So yeah, that was just what I wanted to say.
Nah, he definitely has a presence about him. It's Hov, like he keeps telling us. That's the Jaguar Wright
Introducing me to
bar,
Jaguar. I don't know why I still fuck with him.
which she deserved the bar. She deserved an acknowledgement because she's been doing a lot. Like, her only claim to fame is talking about him and his wife. Like, nothing else that she says lands or is relevant. And nothing that she says I fully believe. Maybe some things. But the people that talk about him, specifically the Dame Dash and the Jaguar Wrights and the Oskinos, like, they are people who used to have access to him. Like, you don't know this man today. So when they get on these platforms and talk about Jay-Z as if they know him today or if they knew him a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years, like they don't know this man anymore. Like he's so far removed from that time period, but he's so impactful that they need to talk about him to stay relevant. So I like that little shot.
That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. Her kid
That is allegedly a bar at Nicki Minaj.
And her husband.
That lady back on the stuff again. He can't even pick up his kid because you know why he can't pick up his kid, right?
Yeah,
we don't gotta say it.
Yeah, we ain't gotta.
Rapper can't be my eye. I got MAGA Republicans. Them shots came from the very top of the government. Good luck with them. I'm governed by God. You trying to break the government. I prayed for 40 days. My neck get flooded again. Wrists get flooded again. My net worth went up again. My next update, the jig is up. Nigga, I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again.
That is the Drake bar.
Yeah.
That is the alleged Drake bar where Hov flipped Drake's line from Janice, shut the fuck up. The jig is up line back. He just flipped it on him. He said, the jig is up, nigga. I'm up 10 billion. Drake, Jigga, wordplay, all of the things. He did that. Honestly, I want to run that back because the passion in which he delivered these bars should be paid attention to. It wasn't like the Nicki Minaj or the Jaguar Wright bars. Like,
it was some umph.
He had some nigga in him, right? Like, he reminded us.
Update, the jig is up. Nigga, I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look.
See, that's where the glaze comes back, because now I got goosebumps. Because why I haven't heard him talk like this in so long. Like, this as a fan of the culture and the hip hop, and this being a competitive thing, like, thank you for bringing this back or keeping this type of energy in it, because it's been missing, especially from this guy. Like, thank you. We've seen the alleged cocaine rampage, cocaine bear tweet offs from Nicki Minaj. He's never said anything about her. We've heard what Kanye has said about him. He's never said anything about him. We've seen all of the Dame Dash interviews. Dame Dash probably paid for his teeth doing interviews about Jay-Z, and we've never heard him say anything about him. So him just rattling off all of these people in a different manner, in a different way. And then when we get to Drake, we hear the bass return in his voice. Okay, like it's just different, and it tells me just the inflection of his voice. Personally, my assessment of it is, oh no, this line needs to be delivered. Y'all need to really hear this one and feel this one and understand how I feel towards him, because the Drake and the Jay-Z thing, similar to how, again, all of these people at the top, we talked about it in previous episodes with Joe Budden, Charlemagne, and academics. Like, when you're at the top and it's only a few spots and people there, you gotta see me. So this Drake and Hove thing had to happen in the same way that the Kendrick Lamar thing and the Drake thing had to happen. It's only but so long that we're gonna dance around this thing, and now it's up.
Yeah, and just to reference the line in Janice STFU, Drake says, "We know how you OGs rocking already, my nigga. The jig is up." Basically saying it's Drake's reign now, and he's now eclipsed whatever Jay-Z has done in the past.
The crackers got your publishing gangster. Go talk tough to them. Don't talk success to me. You niggas is workers. In perpetuities, how your contract is worded. Don't make me go first, man. The roots remember, even when the trees pretend, not too much of my name. Don't forget who I am. Hattie loves her Shawnees. SHAWN. I find it adorable she put the S at the end. You don't know, the show ain't even begin.
What an amazing transition. Like, goosebumps, thank you, remind us, the music, the freestyle, it's hip hop. Like, this is hip hop. This is what we've needed for so long. Like, this is why Kendrick's reign could only be on the radio and on streams, because we don't see these type of moments. Like, nobody's giving us these moments. The last time we got a moment on stage in hip hop, out, like, from just a commentary standpoint, somebody just speaking to an audience, it was J. Cole apologizing for dissing a nigga. Like, we don't have these type of moments, and this is what makes Hove. This is what makes him great. I'm thinking of some rants or some monologues given by the guys in the 1%, right? So the J. Coles, the Drakes, the Kanyes. I see their faces. I'm trying to pinpoint what they've done. And when I think about a monologue and I think Kanye West, I think of a rant, right? For sure. And they blame 100%. It on his mental health, and he says all these crazy things and it's outlandish, but he never really does anything. Just exactly. Drake doesn't have anything memorable outside of music, like on the stage, I'm saying, right? Well, let me be clear.
Okay. No, I was just gonna say, have you ever been to any of his shows, Drake shows?
No.
So a lot of times in between songs, and sometimes at the start of the shows, he gives like a slight monologue about whatever the situation is. I was at the It's All a Blur tour when he came to the Barclays, and that was, I think, a little bit around the beef. He had mentioned a few things, but he also speaks, and none of the monologues are like that memorable because he's not saying anything too crazy. But yeah.
No, and I think as a performer, that's what you kind of got to do, right? To manage the crowd and transition and control the room and make it feel personable. Because like when I did see J. Cole a few times, and he does a really good job at that at his shows. But I'm just talking about creating moments, right? And those moments typically happen on a festival stage like this because it's not as curated as a tour, right? This is being broadcast. There's a lot, like, we just don't get these type of moments. And again, I like to think why people are who they are. One of the reasons I believe Drake is who he is because of that whole ecosystem situation, the whole ecosystem he's able to create, online, social media, amongst his peers. He's able to create that domino effect, and I think that's why he's been number one. But then I think Jay-Z reminding us, hey, when I pop out and when I do things like this, like it's like when he did the Summer Jam situation with Mobb Deep, and he put Mobb Deep on the Summer Jam stage on the screen, right? Like those are moments, like that's a part of his DNA, and we don't really see those things anymore. So this was great. This is Hove. We needed this as a culture. Also, it's nice to see like he's not just willing to be a punching bag for all of these people.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
Like, thank God you're seeing the things that I'm seeing. Like, we know you see it, but like to acknowledge it in this way on the stage, cut the music, right? We're not going to do a freestyle where you're going to be distracted by the dope beats that's happening behind me and I'm releasing no, it's like, oh, we're going to get back to the essence of what this is. Everybody focus on what I'm saying, who I am, what my appearance is. It's all strategic. And it was executed really, really well. Again, these blank slate radio episodes are designed to react in real time and to follow up. So I'm curious to see what the next episode will have to do on this is, because he went at the guys, the people that we wanted to hear him go at. Like, he acknowledged them in a perfect way too. Like, Drake, yeah, you needed this venom. Nicki Minaj, let me just talk to you and your husband's situation, right? Like, yeah, I'll shoo you guys off. Dame Dash, not only did you get one bar, you got two. Okay, you're a chatty patty and your teeth fall out of your face every time you talk about me. Cool. Jaguar Wright, damn, so he made a joke out of her. Like, he didn't even give her anything real. He said, yo, my man, son, I shouldn't even fuck with that nigga because he put me under this crazy bitch.
Introduced me to you.
Yeah, like, just the way that he went about this was so, it's just Hove. Like, this is why he is who he is. Now, you being academics and Tory Lanez guys, maybe you don't feel the same.
You know, I'm going to choose my words very wisely here. There are certain things that certain ways that I still feel about the whole Tory Lanez thing. So I'll just leave that there. And it's interesting. I'm gonna just say this. I am sitting here, kind of just interested to see what happens from this point forward and who says what and when they say it.
Okay.
Because I don't want to go too crazy. I can go crazy, but I don't want to go too crazy.
Let's not like ruin a good thing here.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, let's let things play out.
Or let's go viral. You want to go viral right now?
No, you create your own shit and do it over there. I'll be a guest. I'll pop out for you. But like, let's just keep it. I get what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay.
The Drake versus the Jay-Z thing heating up. Again, Cold War territory. I'm monitoring all Cold Wars, people. Okay. If you don't know that, I'm going to be the person to talk about the things that nobody else wants to talk about, but all of the things that are happening. Like, this is what this is for. This is another one of those things because now the ball is in everybody else's court. Drake specifically, you're on top of the world. You got Iceman charting. You got the vibes. It's about to be a cold summer, according to you. You got Janice Shut the Fuck Up, which allegedly could be about Joe Budden. So he's talking about it on the pod. Like, you did your job. You got the attention that you wanted.
Even brought
right?
Jay-Z out. Brought Jay-Z out.
You got him out. So now what are you going to do? How is he going to respond? Him in particular, we know what Dame is going to do, right? Mm-hmm. He's gonna get on the podcast.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
He's gonna be the thing that he makes fun of people for being, a chatty patty. Like, nigga, you are me.
He's gonna continue to prove him right.
We are one and the same, nigga. Like, you just get paid a lot more and talk about somebody super famous. Nicki Minaj, I'm curious to see what her response is, how she responds. So there's a lot of people who have to react to this for him finally acknowledging them in a way that he did. And I will leave you with this. He has 2 more shows at Yankee Stadium in a few weeks. So he is who he is for a reason. I would not be surprised if whatever he's going to say is not already written or in his head somewhere. Like, I'm sure he's prepared in every way possible for what can come. Mm-hmm. So leading up to those 2 shows, if we don't get music from him, and he just goes back into, you know, his cave, his hole, and does his whole thing, mm-hmm. right? Like, I'm curious to see what the energy will be when he's in New York at Yankee Stadium doing this back-to-back nights.
It's funny you mention that because I was going to ask you if you think he's going to release a single. If this continues to, if you think Jay-Z will release a single if this continues to happen.
I selfishly hope not, and selfishly because I don't want it to just look like a tactic. I don't want it to just look like a promotional asset, right? Like, I want this to feel like a standalone moment because he really feels a way, right? Like, I'm not here to sell anything. Like, if I see a Jay-Z song, single get promoted this upcoming week, I might feel a way about it just a little bit. Not that I'm gonna be mad at the music, but I'm gonna just be like, damn, Hov, you too. Like, you got to do this to, like, you know, conjure up some conversation and move units. Like, not you. So what hopefully he did this because he just really don't fuck with these people.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, what if he's just doing it for sport, or what if he releases a single for sport? Like, imagine the headline,
the heat of gold,
Drake and Jay-Z, you know, going back and forth about stuff that's happened in the past and kind of how Drake is now, or where Drake is now.
Again, it makes for great headlines, but I hope there's still somebody in this world outside of Kendrick Lamar who doesn't need to, and even Kendrick did it a little bit too, but I hope there's somebody who doesn't feel like they need to do this to promote something or sell something. I think it would be fitting for him to finally say this at this time in the way that he did, because we don't see him often. And when we do see him, he's kumbaya man talking to journalists at GQ about not wanting war, but clearly still got war in him.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, I hope he doesn't drop a link on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and say, yo, listen to my shit. Because I'm going to be like, fuck, Hov, you too. Like, just, I like what I saw. I like the energy. So, yeah, we'll monitor this situation as well. Pierre, thank you for joining me on another episode of Blank Slate Radio. If you made it this far, there's no reason that you haven't liked, comment, subscribe. Shout out to the YouTube community. If you're on Patreon, I do a terrible job at promoting the Patreon, but if you are on Patreon, you do get these early. You do get these ad-free. Maybe I should just go back and say that at the top of every episode, but it is a thing, and it's still a new thing, and it's gonna be the connector between the actual podcast and what it is that we're doing here on the radio side. So thank y'all again. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will be back again next week. I cannot wait to read you guys' comments. Peace.